What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzi Lee. So a couple of months ago, I read technically the second book in the Montague siblings series, which is The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, and I really liked it, and now I can, like, without a doubt say, you can read these books in any order that you want to. Yes, the second book does lend on things that were set up and introduced in the first book, but not so much as to where you need it because spoilers. Like, the only thing that was spoiled is that, like, I knew some things about Henry and Percy, and obviously I knew where they ended up, but it wasn't anything that I feel like spoiled this first book for me. So, The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue is about a boy named Henry Montague. It's set in the 1700s, and he is deeply in love with his childhood best friend, Percy. And the thing about it is that his father knows about this, and he knows that Henry is kind of like a partier, and he just kind of likes to drink and have fun and let loose. And he's like, you have to stop this. You're going to marry a respectable woman, and you are going to take over my empire. Otherwise, you're going to get cut off. And so he's kind of in a bad place, our boy Monty here, and they're going on their European tour, and after this tour, their lives are going to change forever as they move into their adulthood, because at this point, Monty believes that Percy is going to go off to school to become a lawyer, all of this kind of stuff. But things quickly go south, and the overall story of this and the crazy shenanigans that these characters get up to was really fun. I think story-wise and plot-wise, I think this book was more fun to read, and it felt a little bit more fantastical. I was more attached to the characters and the themes in The Lady's Guide, but that's just because it appealed to me more personally. So obviously with The Gentleman's Guide, people who are going through these types of experiences and have this type of perspective, it might connect to you a little bit more, but I really liked the characters. I really liked, you know, seeing Monty, and he goes through a lot of character growth. At the beginning of this book, I did not like Monty, and I was like, I think that's kind of the point, because by the end of this book, you really do feel that he has come a very long way, and he's juxtaposed so well with Percy and his love for Percy and like everything he does. He says is for Percy, but you also get a little glimpse knowing that it's also because he's very selfish and he doesn't want his life to change, and the way that he grows and sees things differently by the end of the book was really awesome to see. So Felicity is also in this book. Felicity is the main character of The Lady's Guide, and I wasn't a huge fan of her in this book. That's mostly because it's not her story. She's not around a whole lot. We don't really get to be in her head, so she is very standoffish. So I do like that the author wanted to explore her a little bit more and go more in depth into it, because if this was all we got of her and it was like, oh, by the way, she's an asexual character, I would have been a little bit irritated because she is very much a stereotype. You could probably say that for Monty as well with the LGBT community. I don't know, I cannot speak to that, but I know as far as Felicity, she's very much an asexual stereotype, so I really like that she gets her own book and it is explored more there. I love that in the second book you get to see what happens to Monty and Percy, and you get to see what becomes of their relationship. So overall, I think that this was just a really great little duology, and you can read them in either order if you want to, but I think reading them together does give you a lot more perspective on each character. Like, now having read both of them, I feel like I finally have the whole picture, and I really enjoy that a lot. So I am giving this book an A+. I think it was just absolutely outstanding. I highly recommend it. It might not be for everybody. I know there is a little bit of drama surrounding this book. I'm not really sure where that came from, but I thought it was really fun. It's a great read, so I highly recommend it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for you today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!